They like this. I spent 20 on my fit. I spent nothing, just a hit.
You know, I'm somewhat of a freak if I do say so myself. I'd probably say I'm one of the freakiest dudes in my entire friend group. Pause. But I can't take the crown of being the freakiest frog in a pond. That title goes to someone else. A friend of mine, who we gonna call Devontae. Now let me tell you about my brother though. Dreadheaded, brown skin, 5'10", chill ass nigga. Devontae ain't really the type to have a problem with getting with girls. To be honest, it's a gift at this point. The way he does it almost effortlessly, bro, wicked work. But getting the girl is one thing. Getting her to drop them panties on the ground is a whole different ball game that he's also good at, which is why I say he's a freak. But saying that alone ain't enough to paint a picture of how much of a fiend for the kitty this nigga is. So boom, this story takes place around probably 2 years ago. Devontae has a girl at this point in time and she was on a hockey team. So as the good boyfriend he was, he obviously went to go and support her during her games. But on one certain game day, Devontae was approached by some chick who was feeling his vibe and she was trying to chop it up with bro. And I'm not gonna lie, they was vibing for it, but a little bit too much, you feel me? Like that shit was so much of a vibe that this nigga Devontae and this woman, we gonna call her Kayshana, her and Devontae, they were kicking it really well. So well that this girl, this homewrecker decided to cop his number all while his girlfriend was on the field. I mean, she could have been taking glances at her own boyfriend, but I guess not. She must have been so locked into the game because she ain't even know what was going on at all, which gave this chick Kayshana the perfect opportunity to take things a little further than they needed to be. Devontae is a natural flirt. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say he's the type of nigga to shut down any attempt to get at him while he's in a healthy relationship. Nah. In fact, he'll entertain anything that'll get him alone with a girl, long enough to get his work in, if you catch my drift. So what this nigga does is flirt like crazy with Kayshana, and oh my god, this girl is feeling it. She's also flirting back, a little bit here, a little bit there. Now I already told you that she copped his number, right? But I never told you why. You see, flirting can lead to so many things, but we all know what the main point of it is for. Sexy, naughty, fun time in the bed, you know what I mean? So their constant flirting back and forth just raised the sexual tension like crazy. I could bet you a whole 20 that she was dripping like a faulty water faucet, and I ain't talking about no iced out necklace. So since their tension is rising, Devontae clearly sees the opportunity to swan dive into that kitty. I'm not joking. So he starts spitting game on the low, and Yang is trying to operate stealthily so that his girl don't see him make quick work of trying to set up a link up date with Kayshana. And it works. Bro successfully ISO'd the John. I gotta give him props, bro, because it's an open area. Everybody can see what's going on. So if his girl peeped at him talking to a girl, pulling out phones, exchanging contact information, it would have been raps, but he successfully managed. Alright, so here's where things get a little messy. During the whole flirting and getting digits mumbo jumbo, Kayshana lets Devontae know that there's an age gap between the both of them. And it's not a light 1 or 2 year difference. Not even 4. Like, you couldn't say Devontae's 18 and she's like 21. It's fine. No, nigga, it's a lot worse. Remember when I said he's a freak? Well, I really meant that. This guy has almost no filters when it comes to women. He would probably pass it off as him being nice or being a gentleman. But flirting with old ass women just doesn't fall under that category. I mean, the dude makes hints at my mom and she's like 40. Dude, there's gotta be a limit to what this nigga does. But in Kayshana's case, I guess it's not existent because the woman's like 30 years old at the time. That's a whole 13-year age gap between the both of them. Bro's a victim. He's a victim. And he was absolutely fine with it. I mean, shit, I would too, but the principle of it still stands. This nigga's so horny, he's willing to crack some kitty that's damn near about 30. Him and Kayshana end up calling, but I'ma let him handle all of that.
Alright, so I get back home, right? And Kayshana calls me, bro. She's on some, hey, what happened tonight was cool and all. Like, it was calm, but you know, that wasn't really me. I wasn't myself, and it's never gonna happen again. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. You know, I thought we had a, you know, special thing going on. But you telling me you don't want to do this no more? Like, what's going on? And then she tells me that, you know, she's way older than me. I'm like, nigga, please, bro, you don't even look old, bro. Like, what you mean, you the fuck? And then she's like, yo, she tells me her age, bro. I'm like, god damn. I was like, damn, nigga. Cause at first I didn't believe it, right? When I got her number and shit. Cause I told niggas that, yo, you know, fine shit just risk me up. And they were like, nah, nigga, that ain't just no fine shit. That's a whole mom and a teacher, my nigga. I think, you know, niggas being niggas, you know, they just have. But nah, she tells me her age. Hearing it from the horse's mouth, it just sounded so believable, bro. I'm like, shit. Then thought back to the time I wrote down on my bucket list how I wanted to crack an older female individual. But she looked so perfect for it, bro. She didn't even look like that, bro. You know when they say black don't crack? Well, I do. And I'm trying to crack this one. That was some real shit though, like. So she tells me that she don't wanna do shit with me. I'm like, whoa. I don't quite remember exactly what I said, but I remember because she was on some I'm too young for her, but I kind of flipped it around because I may be young and shit, but I still got what she need though. And then she's like, alright, cool. And then she gives me an offer. She's like, we're only gonna hook up once and once only. I'm thinking, alright, cool. This shit's probably gonna happen like next week or something. Cause I'm one to think, I don't really fuck with this thing where you say you're gonna do some shit and then you take decades to do it, my nigga. So automatically, I'm gonna think that if we set up a plan, it's gonna happen as soon as possible. So I'm thinking this week she probably got work and shit. So the next weekend she's gonna, call a nigga over to bend her over. Type, yeah.
Here's the part where I start to feel bad for this nigga though. Not that much, but let me tell you, weeks went by, and I'm not talking about a couple weeks. I think somewhere around a month and a half. Yeah, these niggas went no contact for a month and a half. You'd think Shawty came to her senses and realized she could get some jail time. Devontae, on the other hand, he was going through it. Bro hasn't felt a feeling like this ever in his life. It's almost like getting groomed by a 30-year-old woman was pure bliss for this nigga. Pure ecstasy. I wasn't joking when I said he was going through it. Man thought he scared her away with his horny ass attempts to crack her 30-year-old cheeks. And as if her being 30 years old wasn't bad enough, she's the mother of his best friend's nephew, who also lives in the same crib along with the baby daddy. And Devontae sees these niggas every single day. So on a random day, they had to go drop off this kid at Kayshana's house because it was her turn to take care of the kid. And since they divorced and all that, Devontae and the gang pulled up. Kayshana waved at Devontae in a subtle way that no one would notice. Now get this woman went up to Devontae and whispered, "Bye, daddy," as he was leaving. Then later on that day, he got back home and he got an IG text from Kayshana asking if he's any good at being a distraction. And if he is, he knows her address and he knows what to do. In that moment, Devontae kind of figured out what was about to happen, and he pulls up, and that's to lay some straight pipe. Yeah, my boy's getting his work in. But nah, they just ended up talking about the political state of the world. Hey yo, where's Jaden? But the convo took a wild turn. Like, this woman spontaneously got horny out of nowhere or something, and she asked this nigga about his meat measurements, if he be eating the box, and how long he lasts. And Shawty said, "I got a little toy, and if your shit ain't bigger than my toy, I'ma respectfully ask you to leave if it is. And if I'm satisfied by your work, you're gonna get a little surprise in the end." Things started looking right for my boy, and they both agreed in exactly a week they were gonna do this shit. And coincidentally, the end of the week happened to be this nigga Devontae's birthday, so he getting a little extra for his 18th birthday.